Did you know that more than half of adults over 60 say they still want a fulfilling sex life, yet most feel uncomfortable talking about it, even with their doctor or partner? So here's the real question. If desire doesn't disappear with age, why does no one tell you what really changes after 60? Today we're talking about the truth about sex after 60, the parts nobody explains, nobody prepares you for, and nobody seems brave enough to say out loud. You'll learn what actually changes physically and emotionally, why sex can feel better, not worse, for many people, the quiet fears people have but rarely admit, and how intimacy after 60 can become deeper, safer, and more satisfying than ever before. And stay with me, because one of the biggest myths we'll cover might completely change how you see yourself after this stage of life. Desire doesn't disappear, it evolves. Here's the first truth nobody talks about. Sexual desire doesn't vanish after 60. It simply changes shape. Many people expect passion to fade into nothing. Instead, what often happens is that desire becomes less urgent, but more intentional. In your 20s, desire might have felt impulsive. In your 60s, it's more about connection, comfort, and trust. For example, John, 67, told me, "I don't think about sex all day anymore, but when it happens, it feels more meaningful." And that's not a loss, that's a shift. But here's what most people don't realize. When we expect desire to disappear, we sometimes stop nurturing it, which makes the myth feel true. Comment if, have you noticed desire changing, not disappearing, in your own life? Share your thoughts below. Bodies change, and that's not a failure. Let's say the quiet part out loud. Bodies change after 60. Erections may take longer. Vaginal dryness may appear. Orgasms may feel different. But here's the truth nobody emphasizes. Different does not mean broken. The biggest problem isn't the physical change. It's the shame attached to it. Many people stop initiating intimacy because they fear embarrassment. They worry about performance instead of pleasure. But intimacy after 60 often improves when couples slow down, add more touch, more communication, and less pressure. Think of it like dancing. You're not trying to impress anyone anymore. You're enjoying the rhythm. Emotional intimacy becomes the real turn-on. Here's a surprising truth. For many people over 60, emotional safety becomes more arousing than physical novelty. After loss, divorce, illness, or decades of responsibility, intimacy feels different. You may crave being seen, being accepted, being wanted for who you are now, not who you used to be. Margaret, 71, said, "I thought sex was about bodies. Now I know it's about being chosen." And when emotional intimacy deepens, physical closeness often follows, naturally. This is why rushed encounters feel empty, but slow, intentional moments feel powerful. Fear is often the biggest bedroom barrier. Nobody talks enough about this one. Fear quietly kills intimacy after 60. Fear of rejection, comparison to a former partner, health issues, or simply not knowing how to start again. Many people ask themselves, what if I'm not enough anymore? But here's the psychological truth. Avoidance feels safer than vulnerability, but it creates loneliness. Intimacy doesn't require confidence, it requires honesty. And sometimes the most powerful sentence is simply, "I'm nervous, but I want to be close to you." Comment. Which fear do you think affects intimacy the most after 60? Communication becomes non-negotiable. In your younger years, chemistry could cover poor communication. After 60, communication is the chemistry. Talking about comfort boundaries, desire, health changes isn't awkward, it's essential. Couples who thrive sexually after 60 don't guess, they ask. And yes, those conversations might feel uncomfortable at first, but discomfort lasts minutes. Silence lasts years. A little humor helps too. One couple joked, "We now need reading glasses and lube. Welcome to the deluxe package." Laughter builds intimacy faster than perfection ever will. Sex after loss or divorce feels emotionally complex. This is one of the least discussed truths. If you're dating or intimate after losing a spouse or long-term partner, sex can bring unexpected emotions: grief, guilt, confusion, even sadness. And that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're human. The heart doesn't close chapters neatly, it layers them. You can honor a past love and allow new pleasure. One does not cancel the other. Give yourself permission to move forward without self-judgment. Solo intimacy still matters. Here's a truth rarely spoken out loud. Your relationship with your own body doesn't expire at 60. Understanding what feels good, alone, helps you communicate better with a partner. Self-connection isn't shameful, it's self-awareness. And for single adults, it's a reminder that pleasure and intimacy don't require permission from anyone else. Sex can actually get better after 60 now for the part nobody expects. Many people report that sex after 60 is more satisfying because there's less pressure, fewer distractions, more confidence in saying no or yes, and deeper emotional bonds. You're not chasing approval anymore, you're choosing connection, and that changes everything. Which of these truths surprised you the most? Or which one felt like something you've been quietly experiencing? Let me know in the comments. I read everyone. Here's the takeaway I want you to remember. Sex after 60 isn't about trying to be who you were. It's about fully accepting who you are now. Your desires are valid. Your body is worthy of pleasure, and intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. If this conversation resonated with you, subscribe to the channel for honest, respectful discussions about dating, intimacy, and relationships after 50. And if you want to continue this journey, watch this next video, When Should You Sleep Together When Dating After 60? You deserve connection at every stage of life.